Have you ever walked into a room and felt all eyes on you? Wondering, how do they look so young? What if I told you the secret isn't in a bottle, a diet, or even your DNA? It's deeper, hidden in the way you live, the fire you carry, and the choices you make every single day. Welcome to ZenLight 8, where today we're uncovering the 7 hidden reasons why you look younger than your age, inspired by the wisdom of Denzel Washington. Get ready to discover how your spirit, not just your skin, holds the key to defying time. Let's dive in. 1. A light heart through forgiveness. Let me tell you something. There's a glow about you, something that catches the eye, something that makes people pause and wonder, how do they look so young? They might think it's your skin, your style, or maybe some secret potion you've stumbled upon. But I'm here to tell you the truth. It's not about what's on the surface. It's about what's inside. It's about the weight you don't carry, the burdens you've chosen to release, the lightness that lives in your heart because you've learned the art of letting go. You look younger than your age because you've made a choice, a powerful, life-changing choice, to forgive, to unchain yourself from resentment, and to set your spirit free. That, my friend, is the first hidden reason why time seems to move slower for you than it does for others. See, most people don't realize how heavy life can get when you hold on to the past. They walk around dragging invisible chains, anger wrapped tight around their soul, pain they refuse to release, moments that cut them so deep they've built a home inside that hurt. They carry grudges like badges of honor, thinking it makes them strong, thinking it protects them from being hurt again. But here's the truth. It doesn't. It weighs them down. It carves lines into their faces, dulls the light in their eyes, and drains the energy from their bodies. Over time, you can see it. Their shoulders slump, their steps slow, their skin loses its vibrancy. Bitterness is a thief, stealing youth one resentful thought at a time. But you're different. You've chosen a different path. You've decided, whether you knew it or not, to let go of what doesn't serve you. And that choice keeps you glowing in a way no cream, no serum, no magic fix ever could. Forgiveness isn't about letting someone else off the hook. It's not about saying what they did was okay or pretending the pain never happened. No, it's bigger than that. It's about setting yourself free. When you hold on to resentment, it's like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to feel it. You replay the betrayal, relive the heartache, re-experience the sting of every wrong done to you. And every time you do, it digs deeper. It etches itself into your soul, creating stress, anxiety, tension that doesn't just live in your mind. It shows up in your body. Your muscles tighten, your jaw clenches, your sleep gets restless. That tension ages people. It stiffens them up, darkens their spirit, robs them of joy. But when you forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace, you break that cycle. You choose lightness over heaviness, freedom over chains, and that choice reflects in every part of you. Think about it. Your face is softer because it's not hardened by years of anger. Your smile is genuine because it's not forced through gritted teeth. Your presence is warm because it's not clouded by cold resentment. People feel it when you walk into a room. They might not know why, but they sense something different. They see the youthfulness in your energy, in the way you move, in the way you live. You don't wear your burdens on your skin because you've chosen to let them go. And let me tell you, that's a rare and beautiful thing. Some people spend their whole lives waiting for an apology they'll never get, clutching the past like it's their duty, thinking resentment gives them power. But it doesn't. It drains them. It keeps them locked in a prison of their own making. The anger they carry doesn't hurt the person who wronged them. It only hurts them. Meanwhile, you, the one who's chosen to release that burden, you move forward lighter, freer, unshackled by what was. That's why some people look like life has worn them down while you seem untouched by time. Peace is a preservative. Bitterness is poison. Now, let's talk about the happiest people you've ever met. They're not the ones who've had it easy. No, they're the ones who've refused to let a hard life harden them. They've faced pain, betrayal, disappointment, but instead of letting it define them, they've let it refine them. They've remained youthful, not just in how they look, but in how they feel. You can see it in their eyes, hear it in their laughter, feel it in their energy. They don't carry yesterday's weight into today. They don't let old wounds turn into permanent scars. They wake up each day with a fresh heart, ready to embrace life without the heaviness of bitterness holding them back. That's you, isn't it? You've got that same spark, that same refusal to let the past steal your present. And that's why people can't pin an age on you, because you've chosen to live with a heart that's light, a spirit that's free. Let's be real, letting go isn't easy. It takes strength, courage, a kind of grit most people don't have. When everything in you wants to hold on, when the pain feels like it's part of who you are, releasing it can feel like losing something. But here's the truth. When you refuse to let go, you're not holding on to power. You're giving your past power over your future. You let it dictate your emotions, your health, your peace. And over time, it shows. Stress and negativity age a person faster than the years ever could. You see it in the lines on their foreheads, the exhaustion in their posture, the way they move like the world's pressing down on them. But you, my friend, you've chosen differently. You've chosen to keep your heart light, to not let the past rob you of today. And that's why you walk with a youthful spirit. That's why time seems to respect you rather than break you down. Science even backs this up. Did you know that? Studies show that people who practice forgiveness, who let go of negative emotions, have lower blood pressure, better heart health, and a slower aging process. Why? Because stress releases chemicals that wear your body down. Cortisol flooding your system, breaking down your cells, speeding up the clock. When you hold on to resentment, your body stays in fight mode. Muscles tight, sleep shallow, mind racing. All of that ages you. But when you let go, when you truly release it all, something shifts. You breathe easier. Your sleep deepens. Your body relaxes. And when your body's at peace, it thrives, it regenerates, it heals, it glows. That's not just a feeling. It's a fact. Forgiveness isn't just good for your soul. It's medicine for your whole being. Think about the people you know who always seem burdened by something. They might be young in years, but their energy feels old. Their eyes carry exhaustion. Their words drip with bitterness. Their posture sags under an invisible load. Now think about someone who radiates joy, peace, light. Someone who might be older but feels ageless. What's the difference? It's not just physical, it's spiritual, emotional. It's the difference between someone who carries the past and someone who's learned to release it. You've seen it, haven't you? The way resentment turns a face hard. The way anger dims a spirit. But you've chosen the other way. You've chosen peace over chaos, freedom over chains, light over darkness. And that choice is why you don't just look younger, you are younger in the ways that matter. This doesn't mean you forget what happened. It doesn't mean you let the same people walk all over you again. No, it means you choose yourself over your pain. You decide you're worth more than the resentment you could carry. You make peace with the past, not because it was fair, but because you deserve to move forward without its weight. And when you do that, you step into a version of yourself that's lighter, freer, younger. You carry an energy that turns heads, that makes people wonder, what's their secret? And the truth is, it's not in a bottle or a routine. It's in the freedom of your heart. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine two people standing side by side. One's got a face lined with years of grudges. Eyes narrowed, mouth tight, energy heavy like they're carrying a storm inside. The other? That's you. Your face is open, your eyes bright, your energy alive because you've let the storm pass through you instead of holding it in. People look at you and think, they don't look their age. Strangers guess you're years younger than you are. And it's not just luck. It's not just genetics. It's the spirit you carry, the peace you walk with, the joy that hasn't been stolen by resentment. That lightness, it's your greatest beauty. It's what sets you apart. It's why time moves slower for you than it does for others. So if you've ever wondered why people keep saying you don't look your age, why they double take when they hear how many years you've lived, know this, it's not about what you put on your face. It's about what you've taken off your heart. You've chosen forgiveness over bitterness, peace over pain, light over darkness. And as long as you keep making that choice, you'll keep glowing in a way that defies time itself. That's the secret they can't figure out. That's the reason you shine. Because a heart that's light doesn't just feel young. It stays young. And that, my friend, is a power no one can take from you. 2. a fire in your soul. Let me tell you something. There's a spark in you, a heat, a flame that flickers in your eyes and radiates from your soul. When you walk into a room, people feel it before they even see it. They turn their heads, they whisper. What's different about them? How do they carry that energy? They might think it's your confidence, your style, or some trick of the light, but I'm here to tell you the real reason. You've got a fire inside you, a burning passion, a purpose that refuses to be snuffed out. That's the second hidden reason why you look younger than your age. While others let life dim their spirit, you keep that flame alive, fueling your energy, your presence, your very being with a hunger that time can't touch. See, most people let life burn them out. They start strong, dreams in their hearts, fire in their steps. But somewhere along the way, the weight of the world creeps in. Responsibilities pile up, disappointments stack high, routines turn into ruts. They stop dreaming, they stop chasing, they stop believing there's more to life than just getting by. And when that happens, you can see it. It's not just in their gray hair or tired eyes, it's deeper. Their energy stagnates, their spirit fades, their bodies slow down not because of age, but because they've stopped living. They've settled for a dull existence, letting the fire that once drove them turn to ash. But not you. You're different. You still wake up with something inside you that refuses to settle, refuses to fade, refuses to die. That passion, that purpose. It's what keeps you looking younger, feeling stronger, being more alive than your years would suggest. Think about it. When someone has a fire in their soul, it transforms them. You've seen it, those people who walk with a purpose, who talk with a hunger, who move like they've got somewhere to be and something to prove. Their eyes glow. Their presence pulls you in. They don't just exist, they burn. That's you, isn't it? You've got dreams that still stir your heart, goals that still light you up, ambitions that still push you forward. You're not done yet, and you never will be, because you've refused to let life put out your flame. That's what sets you apart. That's why people look at you and think, they don't look their age. It's not just about wrinkles or gray hair. It's about the life in your spirit, the energy in your step, the fire that keeps you moving when others have stopped. Passion isn't about age, it's about mindset. You can be 20 and already look defeated, tired, uninspired, or you can be 60 and still have that spark in your eyes, that drive in your soul that makes people stop and wonder, what's their secret? The secret is purpose. The secret is hunger. The secret is waking up every day with something to fight for, something that sets your soul ablaze. Most people let that slip away. They get comfortable, they get complacent, they let the years convince them the best is behind them. But you know the best is still ahead. You still chase what excites you, still reach for what scares you, still believe in the power of what's possible. And that belief, that fire, it keeps you young. Look around you. Think about the people who seem older than they are, not because of their birthdays, but because they've given up. Their shoulders slump, their eyes are dull, their voices carry no weight. They've stopped pushing for more, stopped dreaming of what could be, stopped fighting for what sets their soul on fire. They just exist, going through the motions, doing what's expected, living a life that's safe but empty. That lack of passion ages them more than time ever could. The weight of an unlived life is heavy. It shows in their face, their posture, their energy. But you refuse to let that be your story. You've got something inside you that won't quit, something that keeps you striving, keeps you dreaming, keeps you burning with life. That's why you don't just look younger, you are younger in spirit, in energy, in the way you move through the world. Science backs this up too. Studies show that people with a sense of purpose, whether it's a career they love, a mission they believe in, or a passion they pour themselves into, age slower. Their stress levels drop, their immune systems strengthen, their bodies function better. Why? Because passion fuels life. When you've got something that excites you, something that gets you out of bed, your body responds. It pumps out chemicals that keep your mind sharp, your heart healthy, your spirit vibrant. That's not just a feeling, it's a fact. When you live with purpose, when you keep that fire burning, you don't just survive, you thrive. And thriving people don't fade like the rest. They don't let the years weigh them down. They glow, they move, they live in a way that defies the calendar. What really makes a person old? It's not just time, it's stagnation. It's waking up every day without excitement, without something to chase, without that fire inside. That's what makes people slump, makes their skin dull, makes their energy fade. They've got nothing that sparks them, nothing that pushes them forward. But you've got fire. You dream with intensity, you chase life instead of letting it happen to you. You refuse to let the flame go out. That keeps you youthful in a way no anti-aging trick ever could. People spend thousands on creams, treatments, surgeries trying to turn back the clock. But the real secret isn't on the outside. It's inside you. It's in the way you refuse to let go of what sets your soul on fire, the way you still get excited about life, the way you still believe the best is yet to come. You don't need permission to keep that fire burning. You don't need the world to understand why you're still chasing, still striving, still hungry. You just need to keep going, keep believing, keep pushing, because that energy, that unstoppable spirit, it's what makes you stand out. It's why people see youth in you no matter what the years say. Youth isn't just a number, it's a mindset. And as long as you keep your fire alive, as long as you refuse to let life dull your passion, you'll never truly grow old. A soul on fire doesn't fade, it shines. So keep that flame burning, my friend. Keep it bright, because that's your secret. That's why you look younger than your age. 3. Smiling more than frowning. There's something about you that people can't quite put their finger on. It's not just your looks. It's your energy, your presence, the way you light up a room without even trying. And here's the third hidden reason why you look younger than your age. You smile more than you frown. You choose joy, you choose laughter. You choose to keep your spirit light even when life tries to weigh it down. That's what keeps you glowing, keeps you vibrant, keeps you alive in a way that defies the years. While others let stress carve lines into their faces, you've chosen to let happiness shape yours. And that, my friend, is a power most people don't understand. Life throws a lot at us. Hard days, tough moments, struggles that could break anyone. And for most people, it does. They let it steal their joy. They let it harden their hearts. They frown more than they laugh, and over time, you can see it. The tension in their jaws, the exhaustion in their eyes, the weight of every disappointment etched into their skin. A face that rarely smiles starts to wear the burden of life. Wrinkles deepen, energy fades, youth slips away. Not because of age, but because of what they carry inside. But you're different. You refuse to let life beat you down. You refuse to let it carve sorrow into your features. You choose to smile, to laugh, to keep your spirit light, and that choice keeps you looking younger, feeling younger, living younger than most ever will. A smile isn't just an expression. It's energy. It's life. It's a quiet rebellion against everything that tries to dim your light. When you smile, you're telling the world, I choose joy. And joy, that's powerful. It's not just about feeling happy. It's about creating an energy that lifts you up and spreads to everyone around you. Have you ever noticed how a person who smiles often seems more alive, more magnetic, more youthful? That's not just your imagination, that's reality. Studies show that smiling changes how people see you, makes you look more approachable, more confident, more vibrant. But it's not just about perception, it's about what happens inside you. When you smile, your brain releases endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, feel-good chemicals that lower stress, boost your immune system, and keep your skin glowing. That's nature's anti-aging secret right there, and you've tapped into it. Most people don't smile enough. They let stress take over, let bitterness settle in, let life's hardships turn their faces into masks of tension. You see it, the way they carry themselves, the way their mouths turn down, the way their energy feels heavy. Over time, it shows. A face that's always frowning starts to look older, not because of the years, but because of the weight. But you understand the power of joy. You know that smiling isn't just about looking young. It's about staying young, in mind, body, and spirit. Think about the happiest people you know. The ones who glow with life, whose laughter fills the air, whose eyes sparkle when they talk. They don't let life break them. They don't hold on to grudges or walk around with tension in their hearts. They let go. They choose happiness even when it's hard. And that choice keeps them youthful, keeps them light, keeps them alive. Smiling is a gift, not just to yourself, but to everyone around you. Ever seen how a genuine smile can shift a room? How it can turn a bad day around, lift a stranger's spirits, make the world feel a little less heavy. That's the power of joy. It spreads, it multiplies, it changes everything. And when you carry that energy, when you move through life with a heart full of gratitude and a face that reflects it, people notice. They see the light in you. They see the youth in your spirit. They might not know why, but they feel it. That's why you look younger than your age. Because joy isn't just an emotion, it's a force. And when you live with that force inside you, it radiates outward. Science proves it. Smiling doesn't just feel good, it does good. Even when you don't feel like it, the simple act of smiling tricks your brain into happiness. It sends signals that shift your mood, release stress-relieving hormones, lower your blood pressure, strengthen your immune system. This medicine, free, simple, and more powerful than any treatment money can buy. That's how you keep your body young, your mind sharp, your presence magnetic. But let's be honest, life isn't always easy. There are days when smiling feels impossible, when laughter seems out of reach. Those are the days that matter most. Those are the days when you dig deep, when you remind yourself that no storm lasts forever, that joy is still yours to claim. The ones who stay youthful aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who refuse to let struggle steal their joy. Every day you've got a choice. You can carry the weight of your struggles, let them carve lines into your face and tension into your body, or you can let go. You can smile. You can live. And when you choose that, when you choose joy over sorrow, laughter over silence, light over darkness, something incredible happens. Your face reflects your spirit. Your energy shifts. Your presence glows. People start asking, "What's your secret? Why do you look so young?" And the answer's simple. You've chosen joy. You've chosen to smile more than you frown. So keep smiling. Keep laughing. Keep moving through life with a heart that's light. Because the real secret to youth isn't in a bottle or a routine. It's in the way you live. And as long as you keep choosing joy, you'll never truly grow old. For not letting fear control you. Let me tell you something. There's a boldness in you, a courage that hums beneath your skin, a refusal to let fear call the shots. When you walk into a room, people sense it. An energy that's unshaken, a presence that's alive, a spirit that moves like it's got nothing holding it back. They might not know why, but they feel it. They look at you and think, how do they stay so vibrant? How do they look so young? And here's the fourth hidden reason. You don't let fear control you. You don't let it dictate your choices, your dreams, your path. That's why you look younger than your years, because you're not weighed down by the silent thief that steals life from so many others. You move with freedom, with fire, with a kind of energy that keeps your soul untouched by the stress that ages most people. Fear. It's a shadow that creeps into everyone's life. It whispers doubts, spins worst-case scenarios, tightens its grip until it's all you can feel. For most, it's a master they can't escape. It drains them, pulls the life right out of them, shows up in the lines on their foreheads, the tension in their shoulders, the exhaustion in their eyes. Fear doesn't just live in the mind. It seeps into the body, flooding it with stress, with cortisol, with a weight that speeds up the clock. But you're different. You don't let fear run your show. You don't let it paralyze your steps or shrink your dreams. You step forward, even when the ground feels shaky, even when the path isn't clear. And that choice, that courage, keeps you light, keeps you young, keeps you glowing in a way that time can't touch. Stress is a killer, silent, sneaky, relentless. It wears people down, weakens their hearts, clouds their minds, ages them before their time. And fear's the fuel that keeps it burning. When you live in fear, your body knows it. Your heart races, your breath shortens, your muscles tense up like you're braced for a fight that never ends. That's what ages people, not just the years, but the constant what-ifs, the endless worry, the hesitation that keeps them stuck. But when you refuse to let fear take the wheel, when you choose courage over doubt, something shifts. Your heart beats steady, Your mind stays clear, your body relaxes. You don't carry the tension of uncertainty. You let it go. And that freedom, that's the real secret to staying young. Think about the people who look worn out by life, the ones whose faces tell stories of worry, regret, hesitation. They've spent years fearing change, fearing judgment, fearing failure. It shows in their posture, in their energy, in the way they move like they're dragging chains behind them. They second-guess every step, hold themselves back, let fear shrink their world smaller and smaller until there's nothing left but shadows. That weight carves itself into their features. Lines deepen, eyes dim, youth fades. Not because of time, but because of how they've lived. But you don't live like that. You step forward. You take risks. You know fear's just a voice, a lie trying to keep you small. And you refuse to listen. That's why you've got a lightness about you, a boldness, a presence that feels ageless. It's not about never feeling fear. Everybody does. It's about not letting it own you. You feel it, sure, the flutter in your chest, the questions in your mind, but you don't let it stop you. You move through it, past it, beyond it. And every time you do, you unlock something powerful. Freedom. Freedom from the chains that hold so many back. Freedom to live fully, to breathe deeply, to chase what matters. That's what keeps your spirit alive, your face smooth, your energy flowing. People who live in fear carry tension. They clench their fists, grit their teeth, wake up every day with the world pressing down on them. But you walk with your head high, your hands open, your heart free. That's why people look at you and wonder, how do they do it? How do they stay so youthful? Simple, you live without fear. Fear's a prison. Too many people spend their lives locked inside it. They fear rejection, so they never speak up. They fear failure, so they never try. They fear the unknown, so they stay stuck. Year after year, same place, same life, same regrets piling up. And what happens? That regret weighs them down. It settles in their bones, lines their faces, steals the glow that comes from truly living. But you've chosen a different road. You face fear head-on. You refuse to let it write your story. You take the leap, you speak your truth, you chase your dreams. And because of that, you've got peace. Peace that keeps you light, peace that keeps you young, peace that most people don't even know they're missing. Ever notice how fearless people glow? How they walk into a room and own it? Not because they're loud, but because they're free. That's not just confidence, that's liberation. Freedom from fear, from doubt, from the chains that hold others back. And that freedom makes them ageless. It makes them unstoppable. When you stop fearing life, you start living it. And when you live it, your face reflects it, your body reflects it, your energy reflects it. That's why people who live fearlessly always look younger than their years, because fear is weight, and they've chosen to put it down. You've done that, haven't you? You've put it down and kept moving, kept growing, kept shining. This doesn't mean you're reckless. It means you're brave. You don't let fear trap you in the past or freeze you in the present. You keep going, keep evolving, keep stepping into the unknown. And that momentum, that's what keeps you young. Nothing ages a person faster than standing still, letting hesitation rule, letting fear whisper lies like, you're not enough. But you don't buy it. You know the greatest rewards come from stepping outside your comfort zone. You know that every risk you take, every fear you face, is another step toward a life that's full, a life that's yours. That fire, that faith, it's what people see in you. It's what keeps you looking younger, feeling younger, being younger. So keep moving past fear. Keep stepping boldly into what scares you. Because every time you choose courage, you choose life. And when you choose life, you don't just look young, you stay young. Fear may age others, but freedom keeps you ageless. That's your secret, my friend. That's why you shine. 5. Walking with gratitude. There's a warmth in you, a quiet strength, a light that doesn't flicker even when the storms roll in. People see it, they feel it, and they wonder, how do they stay so alive? How do they look so young? Here's the 5th hidden reason. You walk with gratitude. It's more than just a feeling. It's a force, a way of seeing the world, a lens that turns every moment into something worth celebrating. That gratitude doesn't just change your mind, it changes your body. It lifts the weight of stress, softens the edges of worry, fills your soul with an energy that keeps you thriving when others start to fade. That's why you look younger than your years, because you've chosen to live with a heart that's full, not a mind that's restless. Most people don't get it. They live in a state of lack, always wanting more. More money, more success, more love, more something. They chase what they don't have, dwell on what's missing, carry the burden of not enough. And that wanting is heavy, keeps them anxious, restless, always feeling like they're behind. Over time, it shows. Stress etches lines into their faces, frustration weighs down their steps, exhaustion dims their eyes. But you've learned a different way. You wake up every morning and see the blessings around you. The small victories, the quiet moments, the people who make your life rich. You don't let lack define you. You let gratitude lift you. And because of that, you don't carry the stress that ages most people. You carry peace. That peace is what keeps you young. Gratitude's a healer. It's a lifeline. When you appreciate what you have, you stop chasing shadows. You stop running a race you can't win. You let go of the tension that comes from always needing more. And that shift changes everything. Think about the people who always look drained. They're the ones focused on what's gone wrong, what they've lost, what they'll never have. They complain, they compare, they live in a fog of frustration, and that fog ages them. It turns their smiles into frowns, their energy into something heavy and tired. But you focus on the good. You see what's working, what's beautiful, what's worth holding on to. That mindset keeps your spirit light, your face bright, your body alive. Because gratitude isn't just a thought, it's a state of being. Science even proves it. People who practice gratitude have lower stress, better sleep, stronger immune systems. Why? Because gratitude shifts you from surviving to thriving. It calms your nerves, slows the aging process, fills you with a glow that no product can fake. That's why people look at you and wonder, how do they do it? How do they seem so youthful? It's simple. You choose gratitude over stress every day. It's in the way you carry yourself. Your shoulders aren't slumped under negativity. Your steps aren't dragged by despair. You stand tall, you move with purpose, you walk like someone who knows life's worth living. That energy, that's youth. That's vitality. That's what makes people stop and stare. Gratitude changes how you show up in the world. It's in your voice, your smile, your presence. People who live with it don't just say thank you. They embody it. They don't let life's challenges harden their hearts or close their spirits. They stay open to people, to experiences, to joy. Too many shut down as they age. Bitterness creeps in, walls go up, the good gets harder to see. That hardness ages them, turns laughter into silence, softness into stone. But you refuse to let that happen. You keep your heart open, your gratitude alive, your spirit light, and that choice keeps you looking young, feeling young, being young. Ever notice how kids glow with wonder? How they find magic in a sunset, a flower, a kind word? That's gratitude at its purest, and you've held onto it. You've kept that ability to see the beauty, to feel the joy, to appreciate the now. That's why people see light in you, because you haven't let life steal that spark. You haven't let disappointment dull your shine. You choose to count your blessings, to celebrate the journey, to live with a heart that's full. And that fullness is the secret to staying young, because a grateful soul doesn't grow old before its time. Life gives you two roads. Focus on what's missing or embrace what's there. You've picked the one that leads to life. Not just survival, but a life that's rich, vibrant, real. That choice shapes your attitude, your energy, your health. It keeps stress from hardening your face, pressure from breaking your body, time from dimming your spirit. When you live in gratitude, you live lighter, and lightness is youth. So keep walking with it. Keep seeing the good. Keep appreciating the moments, the people, the lessons, because gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It's about staying alive. And when you stay alive, the years can't touch you. 6. Choosing growth over comfort. Let me tell you something. There's a hunger in you, a restless energy, a drive that refuses to sit still. When people look at you, they see it, they feel it. They wonder, how do they stay so alive? How do they look so young? And here's the sixth hidden reason. You choose growth over comfort. You don't settle for the easy path, the safe road, the familiar rut. You welcome the challenges, step into the unknown, push past your limits. And that choice keeps your mind sharp, your spirit vibrant, your body strong. While others let stagnation age them, you keep evolving, keep thriving, keep proving that youth isn't just a number, it's a state of being. That's why you glow when others fade. Life lays out two paths every single day, one of comfort and one of growth. Most people pick comfort. They wrap themselves in routines, dodge the hard stuff, cling to what they know even when it stopped serving them. They think it's safe, think it's smart, think it'll keep them steady. But here's the truth. Comfort's a trap. It's where dreams go to die, where potential withers, where people lose their edge. They stop learning, stop pushing, stop believing there's more to life than what's right in front of them. And over time, you see it. Their energy dulls, their curiosity fades, their spark dims. They don't just get older, they get old. But you've chosen the other road. You've chosen to grow, to stretch, to challenge yourself, and that's what keeps you young. Growth isn't easy. It's messy, it's tough, it's uncomfortable. It demands effort, forces you to face failure, asks you to push through fear and pain. But every time you do, something incredible happens. You become more. You get stronger, wiser, sharper. That resilience shows. It's in your confidence, your presence, the light that pours out of you when you talk about what you've overcome. People look at you and think, how do they do it? How do they still have that fire? The answer's simple, you never stopped growing. You didn't let comfort cage you. You kept moving, kept learning, kept reaching. And because of that, you don't just survive, you thrive. Think about the people who seem old before their time. It's not always the wrinkles or the gray. It's the way they've settled. They've stopped trying, stopped dreaming, stopped pushing themselves to be more. They picked comfort, and in that comfort, they faded. Their minds slowed, their spirits dulled, their bodies weakened. Not because of age, but because they stopped engaging with life. That's what ages people. Stagnation, sameness, the slow death of good enough. But you refused that. You knew growth was the only way to stay alive, so you kept stepping into discomfort, kept proving you could handle more, kept building a version of yourself that's bigger than yesterday. That's why you don't just look young, you are young in the ways that matter most. When you choose growth, you keep your mind awake. You set new goals, learn new things, embrace new challenges. And that keeps your brain firing, your spirit buzzing, your body moving. Science backs this up. People who keep pushing themselves, who stay curious and active, age slower. Their minds stay sharp, their energy stays high, their bodies don't break down as fast. Why? Because growth fuels life. It keeps your system humming, keeps your heart pumping, keeps your soul from settling into decay. That's why you've got that youthful edge, because you're not done evolving, not done becoming, not done fighting for more. Comfort's tempting. It whispers, stay here, don't risk it, you've done enough. But you know better. You know real life happens outside that cozy little box. You know the good stuff, the growth, the joy, the fire, comes when you push yourself, when you say yes to the hard things, when you refuse to let fear or laziness hold you back. That's why you keep going, keep learning, keep growing, keep stepping forward. You're not one of those people who wake up one day and realize they stopped living years ago. You're not stuck in the same place, thinking the same thoughts, chasing the same small dreams. You're here to evolve, and that evolution keeps you alive, keeps you young, keeps you thriving. People think youth is about how you look, but true youth is about spirit. It's about how engaged you are, how open you are to becoming more. The ones who look the oldest aren't always the ones with the most years. They're the ones who gave up on growth, who stopped believing in their own potential. But you're different. You keep saying yes to the challenges, keep stepping into the fire, keep proving you've got more to give. Ever met someone who radiates life? Someone whose energy feels unstoppable, whose presence feels ageless. That's what happens when you choose growth over comfort. You don't let life pass you by. You stay in motion, stay hungry, stay alive, and that hunger keeps you sharp, keeps you glowing, keeps you young. So keep choosing growth. Keep picking the hard road over the easy one, the challenge over the comfort, the unknown over the familiar. Because every time you push yourself, every time you embrace the new, every time you refuse to settle, you're keeping yourself young. Growth isn't just about getting better, it's about staying fully alive. And when you're fully alive, the years don't own you, they bow to you. That's your secret, my friend. That's why you look younger than your age, because you've chosen to grow, and growing keeps you timeless. 7. An unbreakable spirit. There's something about you, something rare, something powerful, something that stops people in their tracks. It's not just your face, not just your walk. It's deeper. It's your spirit, your unbreakable, unshakable, unstoppable spirit. Life's thrown storms your way, tried to knock you down, tried to break you apart. But here you are, still standing, still fighting, still shining. That's the 7th hidden reason why you look younger than your years. Your resilience keeps you strong, keeps you radiant, keeps you alive in a way that defies time. You refuse to let hardship dim your light. And that refusal, that strength, is why you glow when others crumble. Most people let life wear them down. They take the hits, the pain, the loss, the disappointment, and they don't get back up. You see it in their faces. The weight of everything they've carried, the heaviness of regret, the exhaustion of a life that didn't go as planned. They lose their fight, their fire, their hope. Their energy fades, their light dims, not just because of age, but because they've let defeat define them. But you're different. You've been through the fire, felt the rain, faced the darkness, but you didn't stay there. You rose. You fought. You refused to let the storms break you. And that strength, it's what keeps you young, keeps you vibrant, keeps you standing tall when others have fallen. It's not that you haven't struggled. Lord knows you have. It's not that you haven't been knocked down. You've felt the ground more times than you'd like. But every time life tried to take you out, you got back up. Every time the wind howled, you stood firm. Every time the night got dark, you found the light. You didn't let your past steal your future. Didn't let pain steal your joy. Didn't let loss steal your fight. You took every hit and turned it into fuel. Fuel to rise, fuel to shine, fuel to keep going. That's why you don't look like what you've been through, because you've let it refine you, not define you. That's why people look at you and think, how do they still have that energy? How do they still glow? It's simple. You never let life break you. Resilience is rare, it's a fire most people lose. They let failure convince them to quit, let heartbreak close their hearts, let fear stop their steps. They shrink under pressure, wither under pain, fade under struggle. And in that fading, they age not just in years, but in spirit. Their shoulders sag, their eyes dull, their laughter quiets. They become shadows of who they could have been, worn out by a life they stopped fighting for. But you embrace the battle. You rise from the ashes. You keep moving, keep believing, keep growing. That's why you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And thriving people don't age like the rest. They don't let the years steal their passion, their purpose, their light. What's the real secret to youth? It's not time, it's fight. It's waking up every day ready to take on the world. Ready to laugh, ready to love, ready to live with a fire that nothing can put out. That's you, isn't it? You've got that hunger, that strength, that unbreakable spirit that keeps you pushing forward no matter what comes your way. People are drawn to it. They see it in your eyes, feel it in your presence, hear it in your voice. You're alive in a way most aren't anymore, and that's why the years don't touch you the way they touch others. You're stronger than the struggle, tougher than the pain, bigger than the storms. It's easy to give up, easy to let life make you bitter, let the hard days turn you cold. But you made a different choice. You chose to believe in yourself, in your future, in the idea that no matter what hits you, you'll rise. That faith keeps you young. It keeps your heart light, your spirit strong, your energy fierce. That's why people ask, what's your secret? They want to know how you still shine, how you still fight, how you still look like time hasn't won. And the truth is, it's not about creams or diets, it's about you. It's the way you live, the way you love, the way you refuse to let anything steal your fire. So keep that spirit alive. Keep standing tall. Keep shining through the storms. Because as long as you refuse to break, as long as you hold onto that fight, time will never own you. You're unstoppable, unbreakable, undeniable. And that's why you look younger than your age. Your spirit doesn't just endure, it thrives. And a thriving spirit, that's timeless. So here we are, my friends, 7 hidden reasons why you look younger than your age, 7 secrets that aren't locked in a bottle or a routine, but in the way you live, the way you love, the way you carry your soul through this wild, beautiful journey called life. You've got a heart that's light because you've chosen forgiveness over bitterness. You've got a fire in your soul that burns bright with passion and purpose. You smile more than you frown, letting joy lift you when others let stress pull them down. You don't let fear control you. You step boldly into the unknown with a courage that keeps you free. You walk with gratitude, seeing the good when others see the lack. You choose growth over comfort, pushing yourself to evolve when others settle into stagnation. And your spirit, your unbreakable, unshakable spirit, stands tall through every storm, shining with a strength that time can't touch. That's the truth about you. It's not just luck, not just genetics, it's you. It's the choices you make every day, the fire you refuse to let die, the light you refuse to let fade. People look at you and wonder, how do they do it? But now you know, it's in the way you've decided to live. With peace instead of pain, with purpose instead of passivity, with resilience instead of regret. You're not just counting the years, you're making the years count. And as long as you keep choosing that path, as long as you keep that spirit alive, time will never define you. You'll keep glowing, keep thriving, keep standing out in a world where too many have given up. You're not just young in years, you're young in essence, in energy, in everything that matters. So take this with you. Keep shining, keep believing, keep walking through life with that fire, that joy, that unbreakable strength. The years will come, they always do, but they'll never own you. You're bigger than the calendar, stronger than the storms, brighter than the shadows. You've got a spirit that defies time itself, and that's your power. That's your beauty. That's why you look younger than your age, because you've chosen to live a life that's full, a life that's real, a life that's yours. Keep going, my friend. Keep burning bright, because a soul like yours doesn't just endure, it soars. And now, before I go, let me say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you to every single one of you watching this on ZenLight 8. If you've made it this far, if you've stayed with me through every word, every moment, every piece of this journey, know that I'm grateful for you. You're the reason we're here, the reason this message matters. You've given me your time, your attention, your spirit, and that's no small thing. You're part of this light, part of this fire, part of this movement to live bigger, bolder, truer. So thank you, sincerely, for watching, for listening, for choosing to be here with us today. You're not just viewers, you're dreamers, fighters, souls who refuse to fade. Keep shining, ZenLight 8 family. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one.